Doing it.
Let's see, are we there
Are we?
yet?
Are we doing it?
Yeah, it seems like it.
Are we unmuted?
Looks like it, yeah.
Right on.
Yay! We're unmuted on Twitch.
First try. But wouldn't be a fuck up if I didn't forget some. I forgot my light.
Well, that could be worse.
So I'm gonna hook up my Milwaukee rocket light.
I was looking earlier, since we're on Twitch, to see if we can have like the Skype 3D pool so we can be in the hot tub section.
Oh yeah. That goofy. What is it? Team view or whatnot?
Yeah, but that seems to be a thing on the Twitch still a little bit, is the hot tub streaming.
Yeah, that is so weird.
And
That is so weird.
the
The hot
weird
tub stream.
ASMR shit. Like good
Yeah,
people of Twitch, what the fuck are you doing?
yeah. I don't understand that. I don't. And they have so many followers too, or viewers or whatever. Like
Yeah.
it just blows my mind. But what really blew my mind yesterday, I was playing around with triggering the Lab 9s. Well, not just Lab 9s. I need to make those goofy cables for the project that I'm doing.
Hmm.
I didn't know you can turn on the speaker with a fucking double A battery.
I didn't know that either.
Yeah, man. One double A, just pink, light red on the, I mean light green on the lens. I was actually surprised. I thought I'm like, well, should we need like a 12 volt or 4 or at least 5 volts, right? That is inside. But no.
Interesting.
Yeah, dude.
Are we gonna stay on YouTube or what?
If you want, I don't matter. Don't matter to me. Your call.
Okay.
We got one more week before this month expires.
Then we'll stay on YouTube for tonight. They're just
Since it's the
beware,
election day, fudge.
beware of the naughty words YouTube doesn't like.
Oh yeah. So
Since you don't have a channel, it's it's not your
I'm
fault.
actually, you know what? Speaking of the censorship nonsense, I'm wondering how legal it is that yes, like when that goofy ass security guard came in with those two Karens to my apartment.
It's odd for sure.
Because shouldn't he be just going by himself and leave the people down? Like, you know, the cops don't show up at your door with people that called on you.
No, one would think so. Yeah, I don't know what to say. It's weird.
Like, it's just weird. So I'm waiting if I'm gonna get an email complaint about the noise complaint, and if they do, because if that guy, if he'll write it up or whatever, and then they'll try to respond via email, I'm gonna go right back at him,
But
and I'm gonna.
you can just tell him, like, you literally have photos that it wasn't you.
So, but that's just well, I have the footage, so if the condo board is bitching, I'm like, I'll show him the footage, right?
Yeah.
Because that Karen there, like she was running around trying to video me, right? And I looked at her like, the fuck is she videoing me for? God damn her.
Michael Phelan in YouTube chat. Hello. In case you didn't know, we've been doing this for like 38 weeks on Monday. It's
Exactly. In a row. Well, almost in a row.
pretty much in a row. I didn't. You were only not here for a Sunday.
Oh yeah, okay. So yeah, I just missed one. Missed one when Steve had his pictures.
Yeah. And that was also the first time with Steve recently that we didn't have any audio sync issues.
Fuck.
So it makes me think it was you.
Fuck off. What if it's not? What? Okay, so we gotta get Steve back online, and has to be settled now. There's no way it's my computer. I got a brand new shiny new computer. Well, it's not shiny, it's black matte, but
Uh,
I like. And it's got B&O in it, which is wicked because the games just are awesome on it. Even though I don't play much now.
yeah, Michael says, without being rude, I have a feeling Whitley leaving the house will be celebrated. How do you get the 90s out?
Same way I got them in, dude, in a box.
Yeah, and you have the skates and stuff.
I got the skates. I got the whole bit. Like I don't piss around. I got the skates for my TVs. So yeah, I'm actually really pondering moving out of here because this fucking anger of people. It's just getting to me now, and everybody's angry at something because they have nowhere else to outlet themselves on anything because you can't really do anything because now you're locked the fuck down again. So people are pissed. And yeah, this was a Karen double strike fucking week for Karens to me. One in the elevator, excuse me, and then I had the season finale or a weekend finale in front of my fucking door. God damn it.
Yeah, it happens, unfortunately.
Yeah.
So yeah, how'd you get it out with skates and boxes? And apparently your doors are wider than mine are, so that's good.
If I put them in the box, because my doors are what, 32 inches, I believe. No, 36. Yeah, 91 centimeters, 91 and a half, almost 92. So that's how wide my doors are. And the 90s are exactly 90.
David says rope them down from the balcony.
Fuck.
Yeah. The problem is, though, the speakers are heavier than you are.
They're 137 kilos each, dude.
Yeah.
It's no joke.
You need like extra counterweight on yourself.
But I was listening to them fucking a little bit louder that night. I agree with the fact that I was loud and shit. I don't dispute that, right? And I turned the music down and wasn't a fucking dickhead about it. I was a dickhead about the fact that the Karens started fucking tripping balls and shit, because I don't take time to that kind of nonsense. Like, if you want to fucking send a security guard to my fucking door and tell me that, then tell me that. Don't fucking, come in there and start beaking and shit.
And you did this and you did that.
Oh, fuck. And I just sit listen. I'm like, you know what? Do you hear any music now? He's like, no. But, sir, do you hear any music now? No. I turn it the fuck down. And they just keep on going. I'm like, do you hear any music? No. Then we're done here. Fucking whack the door and fuck off. So, what a bastard.
I think it was Sam, yeah. What do you think about the A9 versus 28s? 28s all day.
Oh, yeah.
That's such an unfair comparison.
You know what? I would take the A9 if I were to put it in my office, but if I were to do it with my TV, I would definitely take the 28. So, like, that's not... You can't really compare it acoustically that. Like, that's basically like comparing A9 to Lab S2, right? Remember that?
Yeah.
The black sub with the two... that's basically what's
yeah,
inside.
But even so, the 28s are basically a Beo sound that you can stereo pair, even if you don't use the TV. So I'd still have 28s because you can just stream into them directly.
No, I understand that, but I just for me, like in my office, I would get a A9 just for the look of it.
Sure, but that's also because we have 90s, 50s, and that sort of stuff around.
Yeah, that's fair. But
like if you just had an Avant and some ones, then you would go for 28s all day over an A9.
Oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah. But I don't know, like A9, it's such an unfair comparison too. Like it doesn't make sense almost.
Does the BL28 have enough bass? Yes, absolutely.
You got a ton of bass.
Well, it also depends on how you define enough. Like, what are you comparing it to?
Mm-hmm.
Like, if you're comparing it to an A1, right, then your house is shaking. Evening, Sandeep.
Would you say the stage length and the 50-inch width are equal?
Roughly. No, sorry, the 48-inch is equal to the stage.
Yeah, 50 is a little bigger.
Yeah,
but
it's close to, like, it's like, I don't know, half an inch either side, something like that.
Yeah, it's about centimeter, if not a little
And
more.
hello, Sandeep on Twitch. Wonder if the A9 will make it to 10th year anniversary. Yes, I am pretty sure that it will. Because that is one of those icons like Beolab 18s that they're just not getting rid of. Because why would you? It's your most recognizable speaker.
Same as with the A9. I like Sandeep saying, wonder if A9 is gonna make it 10th year anniversary. I think definitely that it's gonna be a decade of it.
I wouldn't be surprised if they like Mozart platform it eventually.
Like Mark V.
Yeah, because why not?
It's a great design. It
Yeah,
works. It sounds great, and that's all there's to it. It's an overall very nice product and iconic as well. Because yeah, A9 for 10 years, that's insanity. That's a long time for a single, like just standalone speaker.
I mean we're getting on 10 years for Beolab 18s.
Yeah. How long did the 8000s stick around for? From
15.
1994?
Yeah.
1994 till when? 2010 or 2011? Because
Yeah,
those
something like that.
8002s came out after that.
Do you know if something new like a Beolab 20 is coming? Yeah, that's the Beolab 28.
That's what it replaces, basically, and that's it.
Michael asks, how common are tech problems with BioVision and Beolab setups? I like it when things work, especially at B&O prices. Not very common at all, really.
Yeah, there's
You
no.
can introduce them by making systems super complex, but if you just have a TV with speakers attached to it, yeah, nothing really.
Yeah, I don't understand like what the if you're using proper cables and you set it up right you allocate the proper speakers to where they're supposed to be, there's no issues. The only issue that I would have is like Jeff Martin said, if you're using the little self-tuning microphone, it does change the acoustics of the room because it tries to attenuate for it.
Mm-hmm.
That's why and it does a rather not a poor job, but it's very inconsistent. So that's why it was essentially taken out from eclipses and harmonies and so on and so forth. That it'll never be implemented back again. And if I were to suggest get a either pay for an app, I paid for one because I use it as a professional all the time, not all the time, but every time I set up. So for you, if you just get some free decibel meter app and you sit down where you are and just set up the decibel levels, like I usually set up everything at 75 digit on the volume on the screen, and then I just that's my center channel, that's my baseline, and then basically I match all of that as far as the decibel wise into the center, and you have a pretty good sound then. So I don't think that there's anything else, and it's not something that it's requiring a professional to do
No.
anymore. So
So this is the LG C1 and CX 48-inch with a stage. It's equal. Just to show you that it's not an assumption, it actually is. And I've seen it in real life, but I don't remember where I put the picture.
what?
The C1 with the stage being equidistant, like
Oh, what's my head over top of? Is it a 55?
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I can make you smaller. Because I have a 55 and it's not that far away.
Mm-hmm.
And 48 is exact the same measurement. So 50-inch would be slightly more, but it also depends on bezels and stuff.
65 looked like a 740 with a lab 7.1 underneath it, like so out of proportion.
Yeah,
Obviously, it's a feet and feet thinner. But damn.
I don't know how wide the Samsung frame is, but here you have the distances. If your TV's 107.1 centimeters. You can probably convert that to inches somewhere. Then you know
Ray, if I would recommend, go with LG TVs because later on you probably will want a B&O remote to control it all, and the Samsung don't do it. So with LG, you have a possibility to further control your TV, Apple TV, whatever the fuck you get connected to it, and also then you can call up your sources without pulling up an app like a douche every day when you want to listen to your fucking radio or something.
Yeah.
So I would suggest, not that yes, I am preferring the brand. Fuck it. Samsung was good in BeoVision 7s and whatnot, and I think that their technology is still the same that it used to be. There's really not much to it. All it is a completely different experience to an LCD panel.
Yeah.
That's it.
Sandeep said he'd swap his rose gold anniversary A9 for 10th year anniversary version. Yeah, I'd get one of those too, just to celebrate it a bit. I mean, it's so bloody iconic. Every so often they have these home runs at B&O, like an A9, like the 18s. I prefer the 18s over the 8000s personally. Like, not even a question.
Me too. I've kind of grown out of the 8000s, even though I have it set right behind me. But those are going to go to Mama's house, probably, hopefully, by end of next month. I'll be installing shit.
Yeah, by the way, I totally agree with you with the LG, and because that's what I have in my bedroom, right? C955 with a stage and a Be a Remote 1.
Yeah.
And it's fucking epic. And you can use the My buttons for source-specific stuff. And
yeah.
And it's nicer. It's just more pleasant.
Yeah, but also like the interface is better because now essentially you would end up with two remotes or an app for a half of your system, right? Because you either you get off your ass and you press the button on a stage, or you pull up your phone and turn on the thing. You can't just and then also volume becomes an issue because you have to walk up to it.
One thing that's really nice with the LG, right? If let's say you do something simple like you watch a movie trailer on YouTube. With the 55 and the stage and the Be a Remote 1, on the remote you can change the sound setting to movie sound preset. And if you then go back to music on YouTube, you go back to music setting.
Yeah.
Like you don't have to get like, oh, I now need X sound preset. Like it's just under the list button.
Yeah. So that's I would definitely do that.
I mean, not all OLED panels are equal, but the inequality is so minor that I don't really care for the difference. Well, I mean, they've got it down to like the best one is like 5% better. And that's like the widest margin.
That's almost negligible in my opinion.
Yes.
5%, like that's our GST tax, nobody's bitching about that.
Yeah, and then but if you go between places like Samsung or other brands on Android, I must say the operating system, the WebOS on LG is such a pleasure to use. It's so easy. And since it's one of the biggest TV manufacturers that doesn't really deal with Google in that way on the Android platform, everything just works. And it's great, really.
So there's a couple of things that people are chatting about.
Yeah. Someone says, I have a small living room, about 3.5 meters from wall to wall and about 3 meters from TV to the couch. Will the 50s be overkill in this setup? From now on, I think the 28 is a better choice in the room.
But 28s are a better choice.
It's an overkill in the sense that you'll never max it, not even close. You'll probably go at 50% or below.
They won't let you max it based on the room measurements too.
Yeah, not only that, your ears will never let you. Because it's just, there's so much pressure besides like the ear piercing of the tweeter. like where it sort of it stays clear, and you go like, oh, this is too loud. Just the amount of bass pressure that is there.
Yeah. Yeah, I would go for the 28s if I were you, and also they're cheaper. And quite honestly, if you got the money for 50s, I would buy two pairs of 28s for that room, and you have a sick ass surround too,
Yeah, or buy a harmony.
or buy a harmony. Yeah.
I mean, do what Eric did in his. I mean, his room is bigger because it's like 6.5 that way and then 3.5 that way. But even so,
Hmm.
I mean, he has what 20s, 17s, and 18s in that room.
Edward says he's done a wood case for a stage, and it fits a 65-inch panel. So basically, you made a little like a
Contour out of wood.
contour, a mock contour.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, I stage is a phenomenal product, but you got to pair it with the proper television, in my opinion, if you want to utilize all of it. And it sounds awesome.
Will the harmony be possible to software update to the Dolby Atmos when B&O is ready for it? Many want it in the home theater now, and more video games support the format. This is such a misunderstanding of what
Yeah,
Atmos
this is chasing this is chasing sticker labels on your receiver. That's not the yeah, the true image is basically what Atmos does anyways.
Yeah, except so Atmos, you can have Atmos with one speaker technically, because all that Atmos is the spatial awareness of where the sound is supposed to be in 3D space, right? So that you can do that with a speaker and or a sound bar. Like the stage is Atmos certified, and it works well. The Atmos is not height. That's not what it means. It literally means you have a theoretical cube, and where in the cube is the sound supposed to be positioned.
Yeah.
That's all it does. But the upscaling on the true image,
It's phenomenal, dude.
yeah, and it does that. And also, Atmos is a decoder of some sort. An upscaler as well. And one of the problems for B&O is that you cannot have two upscalers on the same chip. So one of the things you run into, right? You can have Dolby Atmos on a harmony, let's say, but then you forego the true image and a lot of the B&O special sauce it does with the harmony and the connected B&O speakers.
Mm-hmm.
Because it has to be fully Dolby certified. And Dolby just doesn't like it when you basically say this is now for our ecosystem. So it's...
You would lose the speaker sound presets, more or less. Not presets, but
yeah,
they are presets, essentially.
and you would have to forego the B&O way and go the Dolby way.
Or sorry, speaker types, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you would have to forego the speaker types also. Like it doesn't make any sense, and I hope that that software update will never happen. First of all, and second of all, I hope to God it never happens. And yeah, for people that are always asking about the Dolby Atmos are more or less the sticker chasers. Sorry to be blunt about it, but that's just where it's at. Like you just wanted to say that, but the TV still does that anyways, and it did it before Dolby Atmos was even a thing.
Yeah.
Because that was their way of volumizing the sound more, and then
Unless
adding the
it's
heights.
a failing on B&O's marketing, what True Image does.
Yes, because it's one of the most underrated software that
Just
there
like the
is for sound.
BLI adverts, they're
Yeah,
never there.
the gateway, the new gateway is phenomenal, dude. I am ordering it after seeing what Henry can do. I'm fucking ordering it.
Yeah. Generic Enthusiast says, yes, object-based. That's what Dolby Atmos is. But the thing is, a sound is treated like an object. Let's say the tree is falling over. The falling over of the tree is the object. But that happens somewhere in this space, so to say. And then in the tuning, they have like a virtual box where you can set more or less where that happens. it is a nice add-on, and it's better than the previous Dolby Techs, and I like it. Don't get me wrong. But for most things, and especially compared to the True Image, the difference is so minimal, and you get so many other benefits from True Image.
Well, True Image is full time. The Dolby Atmos is only more or less for the movies, where the True Image upscales your fucking regular newscast, for God's sakes.
Yeah.
Like, there is a lot more to it than meets the eye, and I understand that, you know, people want the Atmos and whatever, but I think B&O has a plenty of good solution in place already for it to not worry about it.
To my understanding, most receivers that have Dolby Atmos, if they get a 2-channel audio input like YouTube or something from an app, right?
It goes to stereo.
Yeah, it goes to stereo, and it's only left and right front that are playing, even though everything is on. With True Image mixes that for the whole experience on the fly.
So it always sounds like you're listening to surround.
Yes.
Essentially, unless you decide to have a speaker group that is just 2 channels, and then it shuts
but
the rest of the
that's
shit
your
off.
choice, not the bloody algorithm's choice.
Yeah. Or format restriction that is currently being played. So
yeah.
And you don't have to go, because you probably could fake it on the receivers, but you'd have to constantly go between the settings.
Yes.
Which this does it on the fly. So that's my argument to it. Like, I wouldn't even bother with it at all. I'd leave it where it is. And I don't know.
I mean, if B&O were to be able to decode it, I would like that. Don't get me wrong. But it's more for the streaming services and that sort of thing that it would be nice. Because if you have your Atmos DVD player or Blu-ray player or 4K Blu-ray or whatever, most of the time that's output in 8-channel LPCM anyway. And the Harmony can use that fine, no issue.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the Harmony takes LPCM in up to 8 channels, just like every other receiver on the market.
Yeah.
The only difference in data that's in it, Atmos versus normal LPCM, is the distance data.
Yeah. And a speaker type.
Yeah.
Because on regular receivers, you have a large, medium, or small, right? Like
mostly, yeah.
Like
and that's so generic. Like Beolab 5s are the same kind of small as the Beolab 50, or large as the same kind as the Beolab 50s. So yeah, that's not a thing. Like, they sound so different. Like, the Beolab 50 is such a different large speaker than a Beolab 5 is.
Mm-hmm. And well, if you're calling it large, what is a 90 then?
Extra large.
You put little X's on your screen as you're setting it up. You get XL.
Yeah, a Beolab American.
Fudge. Yeah, the Burger King edition.
Yeah.
What is this? Horse food. Quaker oats. Oh God, I can't believe that they're like they're smearing Joe Rogan with horse dewormers and shit. That's so funny.
Yeah.
And nobody mentions the fact that he was better in 5 days, and you know, son of a bitch. Anyways.
Yeah. Some also said, how's the stage compared to the Harmony speaker? Different. The Harmony is more powerful. The stage is 3.0 with sort of height and stuff in it.
Mm-hmm.
The stage is very good, don't get me wrong, but a Harmony is just more...
It sounds better, it's fuller.
Yeah. But if you're going to do only a Harmony and are absolutely sure you will never ever buy any ulterior speakers, you might as well buy a stage.
Yeah.
So, Ray Richmond asked, probably a silly question, but 6-tile 2-speaker shape versus stage, always stage.
Yeah.
Because 2 speakers is what, 160 watt?
If you got 6-tile shape, get 2 more speakers, dude.
Yeah.
Fill it up.
The stage
makes a huge difference.
It's not all the time, but most of the time you can... Stage is 550 watt, 550 watt.
Well, I think, like, as per Hendrix, you know,
And
me
long throw 4-inch drivers.
as per Henrik's study, I
Yeah.
guess. I
More is
think
better.
it more is better, but I think if you're adding an amp, add 4 tiles with that amp of speaker. Like you need to do it because, like what he was saying, when he went from 4 to 6, it was bullshit of a difference. But he went to 4 to 8, it was massive difference, and it was the same thing. Like when I had 2 and I went to 4,
Hmm.
it was huge difference, and I stuck with that. I'm not crazy like Henrik, fucking shape all over the goddamn house.
Yeah.
I rent here, man. I've been fucking patching walls, 6 holes per
You
freaking
might as well put
tile.
new sheetrock in at that point.
Fuck's sakes, yeah, just drive all over top of this shit. So
Sandra says, look at recent B&O cinematic experience adverts. A Harmony plus existing B&O speakers suggest they're not close to implementing Atmos on their TV sound centers. Will remain confined to their standalone sound bars, I would suggest.
I
Yes,
agree.
but that is
Also licensing
that's
issue
what I
as
was
well.
going to say. It's twofold. It's the practicality of how do you integrate it in like chip and power and switch between the two, and then how do you get the license? Because it's Dolby. If you want like a Dolby Digital Plus license now, they're fairly okay with giving those out. Like it's more or less the spec is fine, right?
Hmm.
But Dolby never ever lets go of their flagship rules like that.
No.
And the flagship is basically Atmos. Well, technically it's True HD, but that goes to show that nobody knows really that True HD is Atmos and vice versa, and that Atmos is a part of True HD.
Yeah.
I feel for Henrik since he has to be trained in this shit.
Hmm. Christian says, "Hi guys, I have just sold my Divi Phantom. Good job actually. And I need a new speaker for my living room slash kitchen. Which one do you reckon I should get? Balance A9 stage, a combo set. The room is about 60 square meters.
A9? Why
I
not?
think that would be a proper replacement for a WLA. I don't think that Balance pulls as much as A9 acoustically,
If you can fit it, an A9 all day. It
or
sounds
or a double
sweet.
balance.
Yeah, that's fine too. But I get an A9 for sure.
Fuck, this is so true. Meanwhile, in the 90s, changing. Fuck. I remember when we were driving down the road downtown, teenagers, with my buddy Sunfire, manual transmission, smoke in one hand, cell phone in the other, changing a fucking CD and shifting gears. Like all your limbs were busy. It was a good time. Good time. That's a fat CD case too. It's funny actually that I gotta admit I do have a case of I have a case of DVDs in my Audi because I don't watch them when I drive, but they're music DVDs, so it's all surround and 5.1 and shit. It's pretty fun.
I love this meme channel so much.
And he's like jam the M to the W. Oh man. Oh man. It hurts.
Yeah, the whole current timeline hurts. Like bloody hell. If we look at your prime minister, he's had another blackface photo revealed today or yesterday.
And it was a different event too, because
Yeah,
the turban had a different stone on it.
like how often
Oh,
can you go in blackface before people go like, yeah, seriously, we're not voting for this shit anymore.
well, they're doing it. They're fucking doing it. But yeah, back to this before this bullshit came up. This is unignorably funny. Yeah, I would go with the double balance, but if you have room for it, I would go with the A9. A9 and an Essence remote, or a Halo remote. Sorry, that's even better idea, because then you can see what the hell is actually happening.
Yeah, I mean, it depends on your budget as well, Christian.
Yeah,
Like if you can get a combo, like if you want the ultimate of wireless speaker, get 28.
or a shape, dude. You can build a shape on your wall if you got a wall for it. then everything's off the ground, and you can go Henrik crazy and fucking,
If you like a shape, for sure. But
and you can also expand on it later.
yeah,
So that's the benefit of
but
that.
by the time you have a shape the size that can match 28s, you're spending more than 28s.
Oh hell yeah, and it's not gonna never sound the same. That's for damn sure.
Yeah.
But that's just two different looks, man.
I mean, also, yes, the 28s are stereo speakers, but that doesn't mean they have to be in the standard stereo placement. They wirelessly sync to one another,
Can you
unlike...
just buy one?
I'm not sure. You might be.
Like, put the other one on fucking layaway.
Who
Come
knows?
back, come back a few months later for the other speaker.
Ray says, I love the shape, but the price is too crazy after 2 speakers. Get them second hand. That's what Henrik did, I think.
Did he?
Or maybe he got them like second life from his dealer or something.
Yeah, I guess the dealer would be a good argument because they'll probably want to redo their shape at least once a year, if not twice. So I don't know. February is coming up, not too close, not too far, but you have 5 more months or 4 more months, I guess. And ice, baby, Jesus Christ. Oh Christ.
This is
So
such a
yeah.
90s joke.
Oh my God, is it ever? That's a Halloween costume, isn't it?
Yeah.
Most likely.
But by the looks of how they dressed otherwise, it's probably Florida or some shit.
Yeah, but yeah, we did every February for us was I guess the annual demo sale. That's when you could go and get 10, maybe 15% off of certain of everything that's been on the floor for a while. But a lot of people would just be jumping on Lab 5s. A lot of people would be jumping on Lab 5s at the time.
Yeah. One thing you can do for shapes is probably ask dealers, because if it's been on the wall for 2-3 years, they had the depreciation, and then that gives them a reason to like still make some money but sell it cheap, and it'll be way cheaper to you.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, why not?
Yeah, Damir says on Twitch that yeah, I agree. There's the aftermarket or market for shapes altogether is literally non-existent. I've got few shape tiles that I want to get rid of actually.
So you can get half of a deal.
So there you go.
Be a
Somebody
Willy at
wants.
Gmail.
I got 2 boxes of quadrat tiles, and in green, and 2 in brown. So I got 4 boxes of this shit.
Thing is, this meme works for your country, works for my country, and it also works for the US.
I need a new president. There's no number.
All our leaders are shit. They're all terrible.
Yeah.
I mean, this probably also works for the UK, because Boris is also...
Oh, he's kind of getting too comfortable with crazy.
yeah.
So
What do you mean, Ray? Price on what? Willy second-hand ones or the skinny play ones? The skinny play ones are... I don't know, I'll look it up in a sec. You can use our link for skinny play.
yeah, but skinny play just gives you the covers. They don't give you the actual plastic.
No, I know, but if you want for
It's
color
just the
changes...
fabric.
Willy, what you want to sell your covers for?
I don't even know what they're worth right now, dude.
Email him.
Yeah. Email me. I'll send you the pics of what I have because I honestly I fucking boxed them up too. Like they're already all packed and ready to be shipped out. So, oh my God, I guess it's windy because my fucking blinds are rattling in the balcony there.
That kind of her shit.
Yeah, send me an email and I'll figure it out. So
Demir says our dealer is so stingy he won't even sell a 4-year-old showroom Beolab 17s below regular price. Jesus Christ.
These people have no idea how business works, in my opinion, or they have no business to give, and therefore they're trying to scam
Yeah, it
off
can
whatever
mean
they can.
one or two things. Like either the business is going terrible and he needs the money,
Or he's a
or
dick.
he's so busy that he can basically tell you to go away.
Hmm.
Because if it's 4 years, that means at
They're
least
out of warranty as well.
not only that, like on the what you call it, on the thing you put to the tax people, right? That's nearly a 50% write-off already.
Hmm.
So if you buy them for new price, like you're giving him 50% that he already got back through taxes. Like what the fuck?
Yeah, because they're amortized over 4 years quite a bit. So
If
yeah, I
you
don't agree with it. I don't
if
agree with it. Like, I honestly, I've never sold B&O for full pop ever. And I'm not counting like fucking headphones and all this cash and carry shit. Like, I don't, no, I'm not giving you a deal on that. But then if somebody comes in there and bought, basically a full theater system, well, they're gonna get a little bit of the fucking cheddar block. Like, I'm not a fucking asshole. I'm not gonna scam them. So yeah, I don't know. I don't understand why not. Like, why not? Why not give people a deal? Everybody wins on both sides. I've seen that already. This is so distracting to keep a conversation going while this shit is scrolling by, dude.
sorry, I'll go slow.
So, yeah, you say something now, motherfucker. I actually lost all my train of thoughts.
No, I maybe it's. I mean, you're in the UAE. Maybe that's partially it, but maybe there's a lot of people that come to them with "fuck you" money anyway. But it's a weird one to me. Unless in the UAE you don't do write-offs like that, then I understand. But at
I don't
this
see that happening.
at this point, you're better off taking a plane ticket to your closest non Middle Eastern country and buying it there.
What are the taxes or duties like in Dubai? That's what I wonder. Like, what if you just bought the shit from Europe and have it shipped to you? 5%. The fuck out of town, man. I wouldn't even. I would piss on your dealer's door handle and get out of there.
If you hit the
That's
lock, you've done it wrong. The door handle.
yeah. No, I would definitely, and I would buy it because you got what? You got 110 volt. Well, everything is universal voltage, anyways, dude. Just get some fucking figure eight power cords, and that's the end of it. I'll send you some shit.
Yeah, that's the same for Americans. At this point, you kind of have to get somebody you trust over in Europe or England or whatever, and it saves you so much money. It's unreal.
Hmm.
I'm
Those
living the
tax laws
life.
are
There
funny.
wasn't a tax at all here until 2018 in the
Now they
UAE.
get 5%. Oh man, that's
Jesus
why
Christ.
all these people jumping off the fucking skyscrapers now. Can't afford it. But yeah, I would. Yeah, dude. As far as the dealer, I totally not even ever. I wouldn't even give him business for power links or for cables. Talk to Steve.
Yeah, probably the same price and it gets sent to your
Yeah.
home.
So yeah, that's insane. And no income tax here, sweet. Should just move to Dubai. Work for your dealer.
I don't think they take kindly to drinking alcohol over there, just FYI.
Well, I know they don't.
So you'd
I'd
be
have to
kind
get
of.
another fucking exemption card. Jesus Christ. Not vaccinated and an alcoholic. Fuck. Yeah.
I want to go to this Mongolian food place.
That is hilarious.
See what kind of discount I get.
Fucking 10% he's squeezing through.
Oh, they've allowed alcohol since 3 months ago?
Well, yeah, because it's fucking pandemic, dude. You gotta do something to not go nuts and shoot people.
Dude, you gotta move there. Gas is like 25 cents a liter or a gallon or something like that.
What am I gonna do in Dubai, dude?
I don't know, chill, be
I'm not
warm.
gonna work for his dealer.
Apparently, the prices are excellent.
Expo's open in 10 days. Nice. Are you guys locked down over there, or what's the narrative of this nonsense? By the way, I'm just kind of curious what it is around the world. Because here people are fucking sick of it here, man. And now they got these passports, right? The QR codes, nothing fucking works. You can't even download it. And I was this morning on the radio, the health, Alberta Health, whatever the commie party they are, right? They issued these fucking, so you can download a PDF, an editable PDF form. So you can just make your own, dude. I thought I was gonna have to fake it, but apparently they just did it for you. Here you go. Just fill this out. You're free to go, man.
Well, that kind of proves the government is shit at everything.
Like it's as bad as that they had these. I don't know if you how far back you follow this, but this was before we've even met. There was a huge fiasco in Canada with government government workers getting paid. They invested millions and millions of dollars into this software that fucking just utterly sucked balls through garden hoses. And some people didn't get paid for a year. They were working and they didn't get paid for a fucking year. Government workers.
Yeah.
Just ridiculous, man.
I find it amazing that the people that decide whether you're allowed to make some money or not never have their own money in any trouble or danger of not getting it.
I'm just sick of it fucking 2 weeks to push the moving goalposts fucking every goddamn week.
You know for damn sure, right? If our presidents, parliament members, that sort of shit, if their own income was directly tied whether they allowed certain people to make money or not.
Oh, we would have been open fucking a year ago.
Yeah.
We would have never closed, dude.
Because it's so easy to decide it when it's never your hardship.
Or your money.
Yeah.
So.
I don't know. It's we'll see what happens tonight for you. When should they know? Because I read a piece...
Oh, I don't know, right? They gotta fucking Lysol all the ballots first, and whatever else have you. It'll be a week. It'll be a week. Fuck, everything is red in crypto. Like, son of a bitch. Down money. Down money hard!
What was that country in South America that has now made crypto a legal tender?
Not Peru.
Was it Bolivia
Ecuador?
Or something? Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. What do they pay with? I forget the name of the currency, but it's... Last time I was trading it, it was like $350 per token. It was fucking ridiculous money. I made a little bit on it, but not much. But, oh yeah, Salvador. That's the one.
Yeah.
What Tigger says.
Oh, hi Tiggers. How's the agency doing? Who've you
yeah,
supported today?
Yeah. I would...
Demir asks, Willie, what's that new Hendrix Gateway that you're talking about?
Well, we kind of can't talk about. But no, it's a new Beolab Intelligence, the little small box, but there's a new update on it coming, and there's going to be a severe improvement in certain B&O's products functionality, especially remotes, and I'm going to just say that. But it's cool as fuck. Right off the goddamn gateway, man. It's cool as fuck what's happening with gateways.
Yeah, and it's for sure shit that's not definitely backwards compatible with the old gateway, the BeoLink gateway.
Yeah, so I am most likely... I don't know if I want to sell my old gateway, because it still has the ML port, and I might just recycle it into my mom's house instead of giving her the Master Link gateway. And and I'm gonna go with the BLI, man. Because like the problem with the old gateway versus the new one, you'd have to basically run an emulator on the old gateway for the software or program that or whatever the fuck is running in there extra, and the old gateway just is not capable of it. It's hardware limitation at this point of time as well.
It's also
But
basically a 15-year-old computer at this point.
Well, the first Masterlink gateway was in 2008. That's when it first came out. The BeoLink gateway came out with the converters. So it was 2011-ish when the NL was starting to be introduced heavily. And so it's a decade-old computer as well, if you think about it. They're both the same on the inside. Gateway and the converter is exactly the fucking same. The only difference is an 8 gigabyte micro SD card that is inside there that's holding the software most likely and everything else. That you either, I don't think that it's just as easy as swapping out, but I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, who knows?
So, but I am ML is out of the game already, completely. But it wouldn't be out of the game with the new BeoLiving intelligence, because if you have a converter, you can still control that product downstream. You can't fucking control every room if you have ML, but you can control that one product. So, but you can stack those gateways on top of one another, because then the new gateway can talk to the old one, and yeah. But if you have the converter, then you're set, man. It'll just see it. You can call it whatever. Like I have mine called BeoSound 9000, and that's it. What's the new 801 D4?
Wilkins.
Oh, dude, I don't even speak that.
No, you'll know them when you see them. 801D3 is the current one, I think. They're these units, the classic.
Yeah, I've seen those before. I absolutely detest the look of them.
They're not bad.
It's like that fucking awful ass tweeters in Volvo.
I think that might actually be Powers and Wilkins, yes.
Jesus Lord. It's just...
I auditioned the 801... Wait, 801 or 8... Anyway, the pretty similar looking to these.
Why the fuck are we talking about this without Eric? I can't believe somebody actually had the balls to bring this bullshit
Maybe
up,
Eric
man.
made an alternate account and called himself Ray. Hello, Eric / Ray.
Eric's fucking trolling us now, god damn it. Fuck's sakes.
Yeah, so I auditioned these because at the time I was a bit B&O mad, as in like, dude, you annoy me, you keep fucking up this, that, and the other. But the 50 still won, and it was compared to a massive system, because the speakers itself were, like, at the time, like, $2,000 less than the 50s. But then you had to buy amps and shit. And
you need monoblocks for these, though. You need psychiatric counseling for these, is what you really need.
Yes, you absolutely need monoblocks and that sort of shit. Let me see if I can find them.
Yeah, these wouldn't fit anywhere other than a compactor in my apartment. No way.
I mean, they sound good, but they have that classic sort of weird BBC bass dip that somehow became reference for a lot of people, but I prefer it flat. And it makes music sound weird in many respects.
Yeah, I ain't got a clue how they sound like. I've listened to a few of them over my ears of, going around third-party speakers. I think the best audition that I've ever had for any speakers were Vegas, the CES in 2013 we went. It's a long time ago now, but
So this is how I auditioned them. The stuff on the cabinets is all part of the system. So
wow, that's a lot of crap. What is those pillars?
yeah, I don't know. That's other stuff they still had standing around.
Oh, but just the shit that's on the shelf there.
Yeah, that was what driving it because
That's what's driving it.
and then the amps here on the back behind the speakers. But they also kind of needed this distance from the wall, which is a pain in the ass.
Yeah, I don't like the primitive speakers. I like what B&O's doing. I like it fucking smart. Figure out where you're sitting, standing, whatever you're doing there, boom, done. You know what's supposed to sound like.
Yeah, I mean, and that was kind of the thing. Like these speakers were like $2,000 less than Beolab 50s, but if you added all the amps, preamps, and that sort of shit up, it was like 25 grand more.
Yeah,
And it was still
and you'd still regret.
well, I mean, in all fairness, in terms of sound quality, it was a bit different, but they were still trading blows, and it was still a marginal win for the 50s.
Yeah.
It's how I came, but that is narrow versus narrow like this, and then you come to things like room compensation. You can do narrow or wide, that sort of stuff. Versatility, how you can, because imagine having to integrate this because you need another thing for surround sound, right? You need another receiver on the fucking stack before you even get a TV involved.
Mm-hmm.
It's like
And then you have to have a
Jesus.
processor of some sorts that can control all of your other sources because the TV doesn't do it on its own.
Yeah. And then you need these goofy speaker wire fingers on the floor if you're a true audiophile, because the static from like the carpet gets into the cables, man.
Especially in the winter, bro. You can hear it in there buzzing and shit. But
I mean, it's just not for me. I like it. Don't get me wrong. This shop is an excellent hi-fi shop, and if you're not into B&O, I would definitely recommend this shop here in my city. But so much of it is pure stereo, nothing else. Almost nothing is like double duty, as in like stereo and or surround sound.
mhm.
And that is something where B&O is so flexible.
Yeah. Well, unlike any others, almost
Yeah.
not almost done. It's unparalleled, unmatched. They just got it down pat, man. They don't fuck around. And they had it down pat since when? Like when was the puck table fucking introduced? Like AV 9000 from
Uh,
1996, maybe?
no, the Avant had it, didn't it?
Lavance after.
No, the Avant 28. Because the Avant was early 90s, if I'm not mistaken. The Avant 28 was like 94 or something, wasn't it?
I have no idea.
Bio Vision Avant.
I think it was later. I think it was mid 90s for the Avant.
When did this come out? Let's see. Uh, hey, why don't you give me a date?
Is it on Beer World?
Yeah, but it doesn't show me a date.
Weird.
Uh, yeah, I don't want to know about fucking teletext.
Wow, what's that? That was a feature. Jesus Christ
Yeah.
Almighty. That was that was the worst ever.
Avant. Oh, that was 2001. Was that really 2001? The Avant DVD? Yeah, then it was mid 90s. Bloody hell! I thought.
Mhm.
Wait,
Mikey's all fucking puzzled. Well, before the AV 9000, that was just MX TVs, right?
no, but we had an Avant or some B&O of the kind, because I clearly remember watching Independence Day on VHS on a B&O TV with surround sound system. And Independence Day was from 96.
Yeah, but you didn't watch it right away, maybe, dog. Could have been a few years back later.
No, it was 97 or something, because back in those days, right, my dad traveled the world quite a lot. And back in the 90s, for people that don't remember, fucking movie releases were staggered for some reason. So
Oh yeah.
America got the release, and then we here had to wait like 6 to 9 months, sometimes a year, before we could watch the same fucking movie. So by the time it was in cinemas here, we had the VHS tape from America. It was like, yes!
All right, so let's go to products. Categories. Televisions. What was this? CRT, right?
Yeah.
So let's go to BeoVision. Avant, we're saying?
I think so.
Avant 28 VCR. This is from BeoWorld. Manufacturer 2001 to 2003, dude. Should have fucking bet you on that. God damn it. So there's that. Let's go to AV 9000 if it's even existent here. No, it's not even here. What would it be?
Here, this is Beo Central, and this says the BeoVision Avant 28 with the VHS was from 94 to 2001.
I would go with what the BeoWorld says. Let's go BeoVision Avant. Where is it? Oh, there's BeoSystem AV 9000. Let's see when that came out. 1992. Motherfucker, I was off too. 1992 to 1998. Okay, that makes sense then.
Because I so remember, like, I was really a young kid when this shit came out still. And I definitely, and partially how I can tell is because my mum died in 99 and we watched it together as a whole family. So I have like easy sort of what you call it connection points of when in what decade shit was.
But yeah, that's a so AV 9000 then had the puck tables on it, man. Might have, or this is the first time that they had it in the AV or the Avance, because of the BeoSystem 1 was basically in there, because it is a BeoSystem 1 driven platform.
Yeah.
So when does the BeoSystem 1 come out?
A long ass time ago, like 3 decades ago.
Dedicated AV 2001 to present. No shit. So then,
but was that the separate BeoSystem one or the integrated one?
But there was BeoSystem AV 7000 from 1993 till unknown.
Because I mean, we had both these TVs, right? And I remember we had this the 28 one in sort of a reddish tint, Bordeaux tint.
Oh god, that fucking sucks.
Yeah, I know, but that was the fucking.
That was the color of the days.
We also had like a burgundy carpet in the living room.
So it matched.
No, the carpet was there before.
Oh boy.
But I remember when we got the 32-inch because the 28-inch broke beyond repair. And that was after my mum died, because was it the CRT panel lost blues? So I was watching a football or soccer game, whichever you prefer, and my favorite team was playing in purple, and I was like, what the fuck happened to their jerseys?
What color was the grass?
Green still.
Oh yeah, because you had the green RGB, right? So you had the red and green, and
Yeah.
that's funny shit.
And then like we flipped around and it was even on the news channel where people were wearing like a heck of a lot of purple all of a sudden.
Oops, TV gone, baby.
Yeah. I mean, when we had this thing with the what is it, the BeoLink 1000 remote.
Mm. I still have that remote.
I mean, that thing was a bloody brick as well, a fucking weapon. Can't destroy them, really.
I just got an email. Atlona price increase. Many products will increase within 5 to 7% range. Some will increase up to 17, including matrices. Holy fuck. 17% increase on HDMI matrices? That sucks balls.
Well, effective immediately?
Yeah. Good thing I have one right here.
Well, second-hand price goes up by 17%.
That's right. I'm really debating to hook it up or not, but I could care less, quite honestly. I'm actually thinking of just tossing the Apple TV out of my Avant and replacing it with a Roku player. But I've hijacked the fucking USB to cool my the video board, so I don't have power coming into the goddamn thing. What control for? What are you asking about, Damir? Oh yeah, this is the beauty.
We literally had this thing in this color. The one after it was grey, so that was a lot better. The Matrix you just held up.
Oh.
That's what
No,
the
it's Atlona. Proper one. Yeah, that burgundy color is awful. And I've done a whole bunch of matrices in places over time, and I carry a whole bunch of spare parts, or spare modules, I guess you can call them. So this matrix has maybe 4 months of use in my house, and it's fuck all. And it's got 2 brand new receivers because I had the receivers over time, and Atlona has 10-year warranty. So the ones that burnt out from people, I usually just replace them on the fly with mine, which were also, I guess, 4 months old as this. And I just got the new ones in replacement like a fucking month later.
Yeah.
But it's just not. I didn't want to let people sit at home without a TV because the fucking receiver's done.
We nearly had this entire setup, except the Avant was the DVD 32 and the rears were 8000s.
Nice.
But including the
stand?
No, not the stand, the Overture, or was it 2300, 2500, and the Beolab 2.
What's the NVIDIA Shield?
You don't. That's like a NVIDIA game console that you can also use for Netflix and that sort of shit.
Oh, pull it up on the screen. I want to see that.
You can also run games on your computer, stream them to your Shield, and then play them with a controller on your TV.
Oh. Damir says they use Leaf audio HDMI matrix, basically control for. Yeah, the reason why I go with Atlona because it's the only one that is actually certified to work with B&O, and you just get you don't even have to get the product to unlock codes anymore. It's just fucking works, man. You just point it in, you download the puck table for him, Bob's your uncle. Works like a charm. So that's why I always will be running with the Atlona ones no matter what. So this is what it looks like, hey?
Yeah, it's quite small. I mean, but you could play your Far Cry on your computer and then finish up in your living room on your Avant with your 90s with a controller.
I thought about running a game on the 90s. That'd be fucking insanity.
Yeah.
Well, literally all I need is an HDMI cable.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll do it.
I mean, they're not that expensive. And they are quite good. I mean, it's NVIDIA after all.
Mm-hmm. But the problem is, okay, so it's got the Netflix button on it, of course, and so it's an IR controlled. I don't know if there's a puck table for it. Let me check. I can't. What the fuck? My screen just went black.
I
You
don't
start
know.
the video?
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
good. It's weird. I think it's Chrome. I think somebody just logged into my computer. Somebody's spying and shit.
Are you sure it wasn't
Huh.
your screensaver for not touching the mouse?
No, no, no. No, I did it again, and I'm moving my mouse. It's just something weird. Every time I'm like Skype, and then this doesn't get along for some reason. Uh, NVIDIA Shield. Yeah, I was gonna check. Fuck, I can't check on this computer. I forgot. I don't have the service tool installed here. But I don't know, like for how much I consume, I don't really consume that much video, man, content. Well, I do a lot, but it's YouTube. And the quality of YouTube is, as we all know.
Yeah, the thing that's really lacking to me on YouTube is audio formats.
Mm. Yeah, it's kind of shite.
Because they're moving into 8K now, which is like, okay, I'd rather you not do that and do bigger audio formats or multiple channel.
Yeah,
Because
I agree
it's
with you completely. They should do multiple channels, at least like there is so much shit that they have, like even the documentaries and such. Like, why not those having been rendered in 5.1? At least, right? Like, it's not gonna be that much more bandwidth for God's sakes if fucking
Netflix can
uh
do it.
Netflix can do it in 4K and whatever. Willie, how difficult it is to create pack for some IR products on BNO platform? Have you ever made some? I never made any, but I had modified a ton. And the reason why I never made any, because back in the day, you had to use that fucking Lintronics or whatever IR ripper, and it was just a major hemorrhoid. So I never did it. But I had modified certain puck tables in. I have a certain. It's the puck tool. I don't know if you have the puck tool or not, but in the puck tool you can actually modify certain puck tables. Like I've done for a Roku player. I made the red button on the diamond on the BO4 or the red button on the BO Remote 1. If you press it, it just fucking fire ups Netflix instead of goes to the menu or main menu. And that just totally brainified or made it brain dead for operation when it comes to also programming into the gateway. Because what I did, I just put on a keypad a button fucking literally called Netflix. So when they press Netflix, it turns on the Avant, turns on the lights for I think 15 seconds for them to like for you to sit down, and then they slowly dim down, and then you're ready for the movie. And by then the screen is opened and Netflix is loaded. So I've modified a lot, but to answer your question, no, I did not ever make any. And I don't think that I really had a need. It depends on what are you looking for. Because like I have a couple of people that like have these fucking Mexican or Hindu players or whatever, right? So they can watch their Punjabi shit, and it's just some fucking random Raspberry Pi box with an HDMI outlet and a goddamn a network adapter, and some fucking whatever remote. And those I couldn't even. Those are something I've never really ventured to. I know Control 4 could get it because you could rip stuff off, but if you can create I guess the IR, if you can rip off the IR codes, then you can make your own.
There is a puck puck code for the NVIDIA Shield from 2015. I just saw on BioWorld.
Nice. So yeah, but this yeah, on Control 4 is very easy, but yeah, I don't have an answer for you with BNO. It's really tough because back when BNO used to be BNO present in North American region, more than 5 guys in New York office, where it stands right now, is they actually had a real tech department where you could call in or like there's been times where I had fucking sent a remote control directly to Chicago for them to rip it and put it in our service tool at the time because there was no puck tool. Puck tool came about after Avant was almost not even been discontinued, but Avant's been around for a while at that point. So that is the only drawback on the older TVs, and I think it's an absolute terrible drawback for the brand new TVs because when it comes to the new platform moving on from Eclipse and onwards, basically the LG tied in and involved TVs, there is no possibility for you to stick a USB stick and download puck tables on the fucking TV. I haven't been able to do that. Maybe they had fixed it in the software. I'll stand corrected when it does or when it is. But I know for a fact that you can't, like, I could not load puck tables onto the TV unless you could just download whatever you were able to download from the internal B&O server. So that is, I guess, my answer to you as far as the IR ripping.
Yeah.
And hence, this is the biggest limitation for me when it comes to what am I going to tie it to my system, because I still want to use a B&O remote. Like, I can't even fucking fathom that I would have two remotes that are not B&O on my desk. Like, it doesn't exist in my terms. So I'll find what I can and do what I do just to make sure that it survives. that I can exist around platforms that I can control with B&O's environment. What are you Googling there?
B&O New York to see if the pictures are up yet for the... where is the... And where's B&O? Is it that one?
I gotta buy that fucking bulldozer, man. Pissed me off watching the cereals photo, whatever cereals shop. He's like the Lego reviewer guy. It's just not. I really struggle with how much it costs for how little it does. I really struggle with that.
They've made the New York shop quite nice.
Holy cow, we had a huge villa community, hundreds of villas. Jemerite Golf Estate, which came fully pre-wired with Masterlink and B&O sets. Nice. BB740s, 8000s, Lab 2s.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Fuck you, money. That's probably
Somebody
why your
planted
dealer
it,
can go away for normal price.
What do you mean they don't know what to do with it? Fucking enjoy it and use it. You can still recycle stuff to make it proper, or I mean usable. No, I never built Star Wars Lego, Michael. I absolutely hate Star Wars. I never agreed with Lego making Star Wars sets. I fucking despise Star Wars movies altogether. I can't. They're just dumb to me. Just dumb. But these fucking monsters, it's just a fucking Star Trek with 5.1. All right, like I'm done with that shit. I don't watch them. And the Chupacabra or whatever the fucking guy is there. Like fuck that. So I don't watch any of that nonsense. And Luke, you're my father or his father, or whatever the fuck. So no, I never built a Lego in Star Wars. The short answer. Oh God, I had a fucking colleague that had that as a ringtone in his office. The dumbest thing ever. Anyways, I just can't do Star Wars, dude. And they're like outrageously huge sets. Outrageously huge sets. Yeah, I was a Jedi Knight. I was Judy's Knight. That's what I was. God damn it to hell. I know the Millennium Falcon looks amazing, dude, but I'm not gonna give up my fucking kitchen island to put it onto because I have no room. Like, it's a huge set. I went over the guy that bought the Lab 5s, he actually, sad story to it, he has one of those Falcon, whatever the fuck's big ones, and his son built it before he passed away from cancer. So, like, I understand, I respect that, but the thing is so fucking huge, dude. Like, it's as tall as a Lab 5 if you have it standing. And that big. Wider. It's even wider. It's ridiculous. It's like, what is it? Fucking, that's more than 10,000 pieces, isn't it?
I have no idea. I wouldn't mind building one and like hanging it off the ceiling or something. But the more and more time goes on, the more and more it becomes clear that Star Wars is Jedi propaganda.
Yeah. What's that? Pictures of, where is that?
New York store, the flagship store in New York.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they did a massive.
That looks beautiful, actually. I like the interior. Nice. I like how they have a lot of New York edition in there. I can't believe they still have those New York editions.
I don't know if these photos are recent.
Mm.
I mean, they probably are recent, as in within the last year, yeah, but I'm not sure they still have those as in stock.
I think Vancouver still does. They have like one or two. I like the look of it. I just don't have another use for it at this point of time.
I mean, it's
I'm glad that they got away from that fucking turntable shit, like that they had that store concept when what's that flagship store for God's sakes? That looks like a Beolab Herning store
Oh yeah.
with the turntables. Awesome idea. Overly expensive and unnecessary.
Isn't that all of B&O? Really expensive and unnecessary. We like it anyway.
Yeah, true enough. But that's nice. I like it. I like the setup. I like the wood samples of the legs. That's cool. I like the door. Very nice. Very interesting. I don't like that they didn't put the freaking panels on the 90s.
But it does kind of goes to show that the 90s in black would look so much better if the panels were black as well. They almost look sinister like this, like black on black like this.
Mm-hmm. No, they look good. But that's not the way that they are. Which I don't understand for how much they cost and how much of a profit margin they have on them. Why not offer the like more than 3 types of wood panels on them? I wouldn't mind having those in fucking aluminum, like polished aluminum, looking like the Lab 12s or whatever on the bottom. That would look sick too.
Yeah, agreed. I'm not a big fan of the blue and or the Parisian night or whatever, or the red. I like them in black, I like them in white, and I like them in the forged iron gray, and that's about it. But forged iron gray is more rare than like unicorn testicles, basically.
Mm-hmm.
And white, well, that's you and maybe like 3 others in the world, and black you see everywhere, but never with black pedestal covers.
So those goofy oak panels that they put on it. Yeah. That's an 88, isn't it? It looks little. Maybe not. No, that's
a 77, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, I think the 88 looks a little too big for the panels at that point. I think there's too much screen.
Oh, God, the David Lynch.
Oh, they still have that?
Yeah, nobody wanted it. Like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, and they wanted some stupid money.
Yeah, everything was 2x except for the special David Lynch shape. And the special David Lynch shape was $100,000.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
And it was only something like 4 speakers.
6. It was 6 tiles.
Yeah.
6 or 8 tiles. Let's see, David Lynch fucking shape. Biosound.
Yeah, it was
2, 4, 6, 8 tiles.
I don't know why anybody would pay that much for that, but
It's fucking retarded, man. That's retarded. I guess if you want to write off your taxes and shit in the art, then you buy something like this. But I don't know, man. I don't get it. And it's not even like it's a coherent one going, right?
it almost seems like the colors or the covers are put on wrong.
Yeah. Yeah, that was idiocy. I don't know. Did somebody buy that actually?
Probably. Then again, fortunately, they only ever made 2 of them.
Thank God. I think it was some huge Lynch fan collector that would have paid that stupid money for now. Oh my God, you make a stereo covers?
Yeah. I don't
It's
know.
insane.
Then again, there's always a nut job out there somewhere.
I wonder how many Berluti TVs they sold. Then I'm quite curious.
I have no idea.
Because I know the headphones sold, because there's been few people that bought them, of course. But I wonder if somebody bought the 90s and shit. Because that's insane money for what it is. Insane money. So, what are you looking for? No, I'm not gonna go all crazy on the Berluti. I just figured, you know what I mean? When it comes to shape being outrageous, it's probably more outrageous than Berluti, to be honest with you, because $100,000 for 8 tiles, that's a little insane. Hope there's 4 fucking... Is it only the tiles, or is it actually a working shape?
It's a working shape.
So you get 4 speakers then, at least?
Yeah. But with the Berluti H95, so like Anders said, because he bought them, like the only Berluti was here.
Yeah, you don't get it on your ears.
Like it was the same color in the ear cup, but that was B&O leather, and the inside was still B&O.
That's an expensive strap of leather.
Yeah.
That looks interesting.
Yeah, it's walnut with bronze and forged iron gray.
The forged iron gray girls I actually did consider at one point of time.
I can't make it any larger. It's one of these interactive...
Can you do silver crowns?
Silver... What? The metal, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do it.
Hey.
I want to see.
Why do we... But you know, your website's sometimes pretty shite. Like
We started you all the way.
It's stuck now. I can't even fucking scroll.
You have too many windows open, probably.
No.
Close all that Pornhub shit, dog.
Dude, I have 32 gigabytes of RAM, and I have...
B&O needs more.
I have 5 tabs open. So walnut and white, or with forged iron gray?
Forged iron gray. See, but then they changed the fucking thing to silver to black on the inside, where the crowns meet.
Yeah.
I was hoping for it to be white, it'd be silver still. They look cool though. Spin them around a little.
No, this isn't the 3D one.
Not the rendering one.
Jesus Christ! And it... What the fuck? Why is it now mini small? Do you know?
What is happening?
Oh, well, we'll keep doing it this way. Yeah. Oh.
Michael's asking, is the Bespoke program a slow one? How are the prices for small things like a different harmony front? Double the price.
It depends on how bespoke you want to go.
Yeah. But if you just want, like, what I want is to have silver and walnut covers on my harmony when I get it, that's double the price. So it's easier for me to just buy 2 different covers and have an extra set and sell it. Because then I would have bronze with oak and silver with walnut.
This is the Purple Heart thing. The Purple Heart is more sort of
brown.
It's more between purple and red somewhere. It's kind of a weird color because I had the Purple Heart for my Eclipse, and it didn't at all look like the color shown on B&O's website.
What else is there? Parisian blue?
Yeah. Parisian Night, and then we go with walnut. No, not double harmony price, Michael. Just double the cover price.
Yeah, double the cover price.
I mean, it depends on... So with the Bespoke program, right, you're supposed to go to your dealer and then you can say, I want the color of the bloody frame that goes up and down red. Make it red. And they'll quote you a price for it. But you can also say, I want the first pole red, the second one white, and then the other one blue.
Sure, and they'll send you a quote, and you're gonna shoot a little pebble in your pants, shake it off your fucking shoe, and either go or pay the money.
Yeah.
And it's not gonna be cheap. Double the price for Harmony is only with the Berluti.
Yeah.
It basically doubles the price of it for those goofy panels. So that's a pretty nice color combo, actually. Not something I would ever get in my house, but it's an interesting color combination.
Yeah, I like this. I also like it with the regular silver, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
I think the forged iron is also the only one where the little B&O logo is the aluminium color, like in the white one.
Yeah.
So on black, it's black.
Yeah, I like that silver. Toronto did that. Excuse me. They changed their white 90s to black, and it looks fucking weird because the silver pieces in the middle are the same.
Yeah.
And they still call them that, which I don't know.
No, yeah, Berluti. You can get Berluti 90s for like you see the
Double.
price here. This is 85 grand, and if you want the Berluti, and then it says Berluti, or this is Berluti leather on the panels, and I think it says Berluti in that little thing. And you add
on the crowns or on the inside?
No, on the inside with the B&O logo, that little thingy.
It doesn't light up the Berluti, just lights up the B&O, but that's engraved in there still, hey?
In there, and I think you add 45,000 euro if you just want the Berluti edition.
Sweet deal, bro.
It's like, holy fuck. Why would anybody do that? Like, I'd rather buy them like 50. This and a set of 50s as rear speakers. Like, who cares for the Berluti shit? Then again, maybe somebody really is a fanboy like we are of B&O of Berluti, and like it's the perfect world coming together.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there's probably somebody that's way too rich going, yes, my favorite Berluti, and yes, my favorite B&O. They did a thing.
Yeah. Yeah, good for them. Like I just don't see the rationale in spending that much money on something that does nothing better, just looks differently. And I guess, yeah, if the price for you is in the prestige, then all the power to you. Right?
Mm-hmm.
I could give a fuck less. I like mine the way they are. Wouldn't change them for life. What was that weird color? The bronze is weird looking.
The rose gold.
Put the rose gold back. It's funny that it's the only product that still carries the rose gold.
Yeah, because rose gold was for the 90th anniversary.
Mm-hmm.
And these are still for the 90th anniversary.
Yeah, but you would think that they would discontinue it since it's the only one. Like how worth it for them it is to make rose gold ones. Like how often do you think they sell the rose gold versus the silver aluminum, like default ones?
I think they make everything default and then wait until the color order comes in to actually anodize them a color. I mean, as far as I understand it, they make them in batches of like 5 sets or something when they run out, maybe 10, and then they'll call it a day until that is more or less ordered out and then do another batch.
No, it takes 23 minutes per crown to be polished.
Yeah, it takes a couple of days for pouring the bloody chassis and letting it cool down and then polishing it and taking all the rough edges off of it.
Yeah, but that already comes all finished off from the factory.
Sure, but if
To
you
be
order
allowed,
it
but
from
still.
there, from the factory that does it, right? Like
Mhm.
that amount of aluminium, that needs like a day to cool down to room temperature.
Yeah. Yeah, it was pretty interesting. I wonder how long it takes him to make a Beolab 90 now, but
I mean,
it
the
was
actual
7 days.
putting together of it is not that long, but then testing it and making sure everything's connected properly and
7 days from basically a block of aluminium to that. I think they maybe gotten faster now, but that's what it was when
I doubt it. It's still all done by
2016.
hand.
Yeah, it's all done by hand. Well, but they probably offset most of that shit to, well, I'm sure all of it now to Czech Republic. Even mine came with a sticker built that were made in Czech Republic.
That's also
The
partially why the delays are so long. Is there was a fire in the Czech Republic?
factory?
Yeah,
No shit, eh?
yeah.
When?
3 months ago, and it burned a lot of the shit in there. Michael says dealers can change the crown of the 90s. I heard. Is it the same with the 50s? If you want another color, yeah, it can be done. I wouldn't recommend it on 50s. Like with the 90s, it's easy because everything pops off, right? Like the sort of top hat and the tweeter are integral to the speaker. You can take them off, but
You'd be better off ordering a new module that has that color already instead of swapping it.
to put it in perspective, is my cable line up? Yeah. This piece on the side, I think if you're lucky, is €400 as a second-hand piece,
Wow.
and you need three of them if you want a different color.
And that's not even the top. Yeah, like, dude, like, you're better off just selling your speakers and buying different color you want.
Literally, yes.
Like, I wouldn't, I wouldn't change shit. And like, even the, I wouldn't even dare to go around and replacing the fucking 90s crowns. And for one simple reason, you have to do it with more than one person.
You have to
So
trust that person.
you have to trust them. Like you gotta trust them hard.
No,
Like I would do it with Nick.
yeah.
It would suck, but I would do it with Nick. He's the only person I would do it with. I wouldn't even do it with my tech because he's too old and shaky now. No disrespect, but we're all heading there anyways. So
Yeah.
it's not like he's got a fucking, one foot in the casket and the other one on the banana peel, but it's still within, like, okay, dude, like you're reaching your retirement point here. But yeah, I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't want to do it. And they would probably be not cheap either. If the freaking sails, a pair of white sails is 10 G's to replace. Damn.
Canadian, yeah. It's about €7,000 for the white sails. So if you have black speakers and you want just the white sails, that's like $7,000, €7,500. And then you still don't get like because with the white one, there's this B&O logo in here that lights up.
And that's silver. Well, that's all of them are silver.
Yes, but only on the white ones because they're black on the black ones.
Yes.
And B&O lights up through it. But yeah, that little piece is €350 or something.
Is it?
Yeah, but it also has like special screws because the screws that hold it in on the black ones are black anodized, and the
No, they're black on mine as well.
they are.
Screws are the same. Yeah, screws are the same. I actually have that piece because I took it from the factory when we were walking around it. I have the black one.
Yeah, but it's silly expensive for that little bit of aluminium.
Well, what they do, they microperforate the Bang & Olufsen logo into it, and then they fill it with some sort of whatever, so you can't have your dirty shit fingers in there.
Yeah, like what they do on the edge. with the
Well, they
light.
started it off with the Lab 20s. That was the first ones that had those glowing logos instead of a status light, right? That's their
Yeah.
new way of doing it. And I don't mind it at all, actually. I kind of miss the red light status, but the 90s would look fucking weird with the red light. I don't know where you would put it unless you turn the crown red, then it's like glowing like a motherfucker. So that wouldn't work.
I do like it on the 18s, how they go red and green.
Yeah. Yeah, I like that. I like that feature, but that's also dated for, like, not dated for, it's dated from David Lewis era, right? Like that's when like the red status lights and all that nonsense was cool. Where
And
now,
the clicking of the speakers that when they turn
yeah,
on.
the relay clicks. I still like that on the 90s do that, 50s don't?
They do, but they do it out of sync, probably like the 90s do.
Yeah, they do it out of sync as well.
Because with the ones, it was simultaneously like pop.
Well, yeah, because they both get the power link signal together.
Yeah.
For me, what's different, does your slave or master turn on first?
Master.
Mine is the other way. It always turns on the slave first, and then the master kicks in.
Weird. Wait, you're wired, aren't you?
Yeah. Wired cat cable between, so I don't know if the master goes, okay, fire up, and then I'm gonna fire up while you're fucking doing it.
I'm pretty sure it's master first and then slave speaker.
Yeah, for me it's the other way. I always noticed that it always goes click click, left and right, or right and left. So weird, but it happens. But I don't mind it. I don't mind it at all. There's no software updates for any of the stuff of ours, eh?
No.
God. I got an email from Gmail that my email address is 50% full. You fucking hypocrites. Why are you filling it up then?
I guess because it's a few kilobytes.
That was it. God damn, now I gotta go through my email so I don't get you have 75% left. You know what it is? There's so much shit that I'm subscribed to that I don't even know how the fuck it just, like, all of a sudden finds you. Every app you install, boom, all of a sudden I get notification emails for this. I'm like, unsubscribe. What part of, like, don't fucking bother me page did I miss?
North America. They only bother you with shit over there.
God damn it. Yeah, because EU has laws against it, right?
Mm-hmm.
To an extent. No, here it's just open kimonos, man. Everybody's gonna get you.
You even have a right to be forgotten. Like
That's unique.
you can write to Google, right? Like, I don't want to turn up in search results anymore.
So Facebook keeps, like, dead people on it still, right, as profiles, or did they delete them at some point?
No,
Because eventually there's gonna be more fucking dead people than alive people on the damn thing.
Yeah, but they don't keep them to be alive, so to say. You
Well,
can't.
but they keep all your data and shit still, right?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
why?
Because
You're dead, bro.
Yeah, but your data isn't. You're not that unique. You're
Well, that's
purchasing.
what I'm saying. So delete that. Should make room for somebody else. Don't send me these emails now.
Yeah, but that's not the point. Like, the more data they have about human purchase behavior and human behavior in general.
Of course, I know where they're going with, but still.
I mean, that's why they keep it. Like, even if you permanently delete your Facebook account, you can still get back into it.
Which is weird.
I mean,
Did they fix the customization?
I think they took it out. Yes.
What?
There's no customization. Like, you can now select pre-customized.
Customized.
But there's no customize button like there's with the 90s anymore.
So they just gave up.
I guess it worked well. It was just that their models were shit. They weren't in the right place.
Go to that light oak for a second.
Yeah. It's with the gold.
That's the, like, this year's anniversary of some sorts, right? Edition thing, wasn't it?
I don't know. They've decided everything must be gold now as well, because there's also golden 90s on if you order them. And they have this sort of off-white taupe-ish color fabric on them.
Yeah, that white taupe was. I don't mind that color.
But the aluminium strips are also gold on those 90s. And then you have the light oak lower panels.
Mm-hmm. Gold is not my color at all, like at all. I've said it a number of times, but yeah, I just.
Oh, in real life, it doesn't look anywhere like this. And in real life, it looks much more like the old bronze color did, but lighter, more gold-like. But it does, like, this has a matte shine to it, right? In
Yeah.
real
No, it's
life, it's
polished
yeah.
shit. Yeah. So I wonder if they are like what, like 24 karat gold looking
No,
color.
they're more like cheap gold looking to me.
God.
It's more like spray tan gold.
Yeah, that's sad.
No,
I don't know. I like them, but I don't like them. But yeah, like Pete says, it's for Chinese market. Asians would like their gold, man.
but the thing is, they don't look anything like this in real life.
No, I know.
It's,
Nothing really does. Pictures are very hard to justify the material quality and color of B&O products, specifically because you got aluminum, which is a son of a bitch for a shapeshifter as far as the colors are concerned.
yeah.
So it's really hard. Like even fucking good luck on eBay too. Like I found myself coming across a couple items that I was gonna sell that are dented, right? Or scratched, and it's just like, dude, I'm gonna fucking throw it out before I lose more mind on top of this, trying to take a picture of it, like in a proper shimmer so you can show, right? Because you don't want to get douched on eBay and somebody needs your negative feedback. Speaking of negative feedback, I had to refund a guy. I don't know where the fuck the package went, but it went to like he's in San Francisco and the package delivered in New Jersey.
What?
So I don't know if Post Nord has expanded their reach out to Canadian and North American markets, but two packages that I sent that day, they both went, and I for a fact know that I didn't change the addresses, and they both went to the completely opposite sides, but they didn't go. They didn't even come to the people that fucking bought it because I could have just like, okay, if you got, dude, I would like, listen, I'll pay for the shipping. I fucked up, right? Or some happened. It
Mm-hmm.
arrived to your address. It's supposed to be going to the dude in fucking San Francisco, and him in San Francisco will send you shit that he got that was supposed to be in New Jersey. None of them fucking showed up. And the San Francisco guy has been out for delivery since September 10th.
That's just weird.
So, and I've sent out 30 different packages, and two of them just like within one day was not a fucking day to ship, apparently, nothing. Everything got fucked up. I sold 36 packages. I still got 11 active.
You think you'd get it back. Yeah. So this is the gold. Next to the brass. The 50s gold, the 18 is brass.
Hmm. They are different looking a little bit.
Yeah, but I mean, you can tell that like this is not actually gold colored. It's an approximation of gold. At least they did the tweeter the whole way for once.
Oh, the inside wings, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, and the bottom plate. Because in the black one, that bottom bit of the tweeter
It's
wings
all, yeah.
is
It's
also
just
just
mass-produced silver chassis that they had too much of. Here we go, just put it in there. I wonder if it's us bitching that got in it.
I hope so, because surely it should be done on the black ones. I mean, yeah, this gold, yeah, it's not for me. No, thank you.
Is it Quadrat?
Yeah. Well,
Interesting.
it's the same color that came on the bronze one. No, on the bronze ones, the copper looking ones, because the copper that color is gone, and that had this sort of taupey kind of quadrat looking fabric in it as well.
Hmm. To answer the Twitch, Damir, I didn't take pictures. I just saved the addresses, so I know exactly where it went. Plus, I have, you can look it back up based on the duties, right? Because I had to report it for customs to send to
Mm-hmm.
US. And generic enthusiast, what service? Fucking Canada Post, man. So you can expect a picture or a selfie of your box landing on somebody's pad. They just drop it off and fuck off. Yeah, the Amazon does take pictures, but not this. Just it sucks, man. And you know what sucks the most? The guy that got really fucked. I sent a set of A8s or BeoSound 8 green covers, whatever, $40, $60 with shipping. Fuck it. But the other dude bought ceiling brackets for Beolab 14s. And naturally he assumed that he's going to receive the fucking package, so he already tore up his ceiling and pulled cables through it, waiting for this package. And now I feel like a douchebag because the fucking thing's not there. But, I'm not in charge of it. I just, I can see it on the track and I know where it's his fucking address, but it just wouldn't go. I don't know where it is. They probably lost it. Or somebody in the post office has a set of fucking 14s today when I'm ceiling mount, and that was the end of it. But I find likelihood of that is very minimal.
So you can send proof on eBay, PayPal, dispute center. Yeah,
He disputed it, and you know what? It's fucking $60, dude. I made more than enough of money from the stuff that I wanted to sell, which I was going to fucking throw out, by the way. So I don't care for eating a little bit of poo. Every now and then you get some behind your nails. So
yeah, this is a Max when he had 50s up front. See, these are the same covers as on the gold ones.
it looks nicer with the silvers.
I agree.
It looks nicer with the silver one. I think they would look the best with the black. That
Personally,
color would offset it.
I still think the whatchamacallit, the Mercedes grill looking covers are the best looking ones, like Sandeep has.
Which one's the Mercedes ones?
Yeah.
hmm I still haven't seen them in real life because they didn't have in the goddamn Vancouver shop. They had one in the box, but that's in the box, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I would like to see them because all the pictures, they just don't do the justice because you can see the drivers too far in, but you can't see them probably at all when you're looking at it.
It depends on how the light falls through. If you have a light
Mm-hmm.
pointing directly at them, then yes,
You'll see them.
yes, but it actually looks kind of nice. But if the light is more of a top down, not at all in it, but more. So if the light more goes that way and this is the
give it a
front,
shimmer.
right, then you get the shine, but you don't see in it.
Hmm. John Diddy, I had a set of dark blue 6000s and 8000s long time ago as well. Not that I owned them, that was just a flip, but I did have them.
I don't think those odd colors would look good on 50s, personally.
Oh, hell no.
So far, only the aluminium and the black ones look good to me, but the black ones are such a shame that the wing tips and the bottom platter aren't done correctly.
Yeah, the tweeter platters.
Yeah, it's like, God. Like, you did it 99% and then we're like, it's fine. You're never seeing this. Except when they're on.
Yeah.
It's like, fuck off. Of course they're going to be on.
Yeah, I don't know. I just I think it's an oversight on their side, on their part, or laziness maybe, or just a budgetary decision.
Mm-hmm.
That they say no, we're not doing it because it's fuck, that's another extra and whatever. And we already had pre-made maybe let's say 5,000 or 2,000 modules, right? Because that sounds viable. Like if you're making that many, because you always make not just production modules, but you also make service modules too, right? Like you're gonna have something just for parts, because not every one of them is gonna be 100%. But yeah, one of these days, I guess I'm gonna have to tear the cover off my Avant, because a lot of people are bugging me on Instagram about how do I cool my TV. So, because everybody's obviously trying to save theirs.
Yeah, well, I've told a few people, and they they asked me like, "What episode did you talk about that in?" It's like there were like 3, but I have no idea anymore.
I tried to look for it too. I couldn't find it. Fuck. There's just so much content. It's hours and hours of us blabbering, dude. And do I really want to hear? Do I really want to listen to me, for fuck's sakes? So, yeah, I haven't found it, but I should just make it.
Yeah, for anybody on YouTube that doesn't know, we're also on Twitch every Monday. And we have been for the last 38 weeks, because since we couldn't do shit anymore, we got bored.
Yeah. It's basically the truth.
I mean, it doesn't cost anything to look on Twitch, and if you have what you call it, an Amazon Prime account, you get a free subscription, and it would help us out a lot on Twitch. So please and thank you.
Speaking of that, I'm actually paying for Amazon. Not paying. I have a month free of Amazon Prime. Is it worth it?
Not here. Over there, probably.
I guess, yeah, but I don't really buy anything on, like, I don't shop that much on Amazon like other people. Like my neighbor next door, holy fuck, like there's a bag in front of her with Amazon logo every day of the week almost.
Mm.
Like everything. But now with the fucking communism, I don't even feel like going to the store, man. I might as well just like order it to have him fucking get a monkey to drop it in my trunk.
Yeah.
That would be the way to do it.
Then again, Amazon owns Whole Foods now, so you can basically go food shop on Amazon.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, they've owned them for like a year and a bit.
That's cool. Well, I like if I go to Walmart, I just usually go there for soda. That's it, soda and Coke.
But you can have that delivered up to your front door, so you don't have to carry
So I have
it.
to fuck around with these masking dweebs. I'm just so sick of it. But nobody really says anything anymore. People are over it, or not over it, but there's an occasional Karen, right? And I hope those people just fucking get the not just the Delta, get the whole fucking artillery of it.
Wait, you want them to get the COVID 2022?
COVID 2022, just like the elections and shit, or I don't know what the fuck, whatever, Delta.
I've read somewhere that was already a thing, more or less, COVID 22.
Really?
That is a question I can't answer, really or not, but that's what it said in some article, yes.
But really, it's like really, you know what I mean? Like, I mean it that way, like that's fucked up. COVID 2022. Well, I guess we're heading there.
Yeah, we'll end up there eventually.
If they keep this shit up, I don't understand how even car dealerships survive. I don't understand nowadays. I was listening to CBC Radio this morning, and like the Glenmore Audi, our nemesis, I guess. They have 2 off-site lots that they store cars in, right, for sale.
Mm-hmm.
And they are 300 capacity combined, so $150 each, I guess, right? And the lot can hold, I don't know, 100 and something cars. They have 30 on the lot. That's it. 30 new vehicles you can buy. Audi no longer delivers wireless chargers in the cars, like, because that's another chip that you don't need. A whole bunch of shit that you're going to be starting to lose in the cars just in order to make it work.
So if you're looking for a second-hand car in like a few years, like the wireless charger is like the unicorn model that you want.
Fuck yeah. It's funny though, because like I could sell my car for more money than what I would normally ever get it for it.
Yeah,
But then I don't have a car.
Weirdly, over the last literally month and a half, it's starting to go down rapidly here.
Is that right?
Yeah, I don't know why. It might be because we're close to Germany and VW's right there, right?
Yeah.
And
No, it didn't drop shit here.
before VW and Audi goes to North America, it literally comes from the harbor here. So every of those cars is shipped through this country.
Is that right?
Yeah,
Why?
because we have the biggest harbor and direct connection lines with
But
train
so they
and
loaded
boat.
on a fucking ship, right? Or they loaded on the bigger ship?
You know where they make them? It's inland. There's not a harbor in sight.
So they train them over to the harbor, I guess, then.
Yeah, or
Oh,
through
I see.
or to the river on these sort of river boats.
Mm.
And these river boats are like narrow but incredibly long. But these things would never survive on the sea.
Well, there's no way, because the waves would kill it. It would break the fucker in half,
Yeah.
probably.
So all of them get put on trains and they're those river boats, and they'll come through this country, and then all get loaded in Amsterdam or Rotterdam.
Mm.
I mean, don't forget, like Rotterdam is the 5th biggest port in the world.
I've never been there, so I wouldn't know.
I mean, it's absolutely massive, and they're making it way bigger still. They're adding something like 100 square miles into the sea.
Holy fuck.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. Because the part of the reason why they're doing it, because it's more efficient to make new land than it is to keep draining the seabed. Because the newer ocean liners for all this crap that goes around the world are getting so deep in terms of how deep they sit fully loaded that you might as well undock them in the sea instead of like in the harbor classically.
So they just do it like they basically build an island?
Yes, they build an island with a whole sort of like U-shaped island out into the sea, and
That's insane. But we all need shit, so gotta ship it somehow. Yeah, it's crazy talk. It's crazy talk. So, shall we? I'm gonna go get me some food. I'm gonna fucking argue with some Karens. Because it seems that that's like a weekly occurrence for me nowadays.
yeah. So just as a closer, this whole thing is out in the sea, into the North Sea. This whole fucking island.
Holy shit balls, that's a huge island.
So they come around the corner, and then you have all these loading docks and shit, and it's not even done yet.
But that makes total sense to do it like that, because yeah, you have to dredge out so much from your shores in order to fit or accommodate for these depths, right?
Yeah.
For these big ships.
Because these new fuckers are like, they have a depth of like 35 meters.
Holy shit balls.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. And the newer ships are also something like 350, 400 meters long. So they're a quarter of a mile, these ships. It's insane.
That's a city basically. Or
Yeah.
more or less small city. Especially the cruise ships. Those are crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, anyway, good enough. We still have no outro.
And probably won't be one at this point. It's like, it's just what it is.
Here, I have a dear leader on YouTube. See you all in the next one, and bye.
Bye.
Where's the button? There.